do, 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 do. Hey, it looks like we are just about ready for that game reveal. So, y'all, if you hear that, feel free to come back to our stream. You can grab water real quick if needed. Don't worry, Crappy will take us over. Okay, I need to pause for Crappy. Pause for the Crappy. Okay, Crappy, are you ready to take us to the reveal? Come on down. Walk on past that. The mecha robot. Whoa, look at those shiny knees. Well, you know who else has shiny knees? Don't know if this is true, but we're gonna pretend it's true. At least kind of a shiny bot. We've got Shrambles. Yeah, come on in, Shrambles. Let's talk about your video game. Hello there.
Hey, Brosentia.
Hey, question. Do you have shiny knees?
I mean, define shiny.
Reflective, they gleam.
Okay, define knees.
Knees?
Yeah, define knees.
They're knees. Why do I need to define knees? They're the freaking joint. It's the knee.
I mean, I'm not really getting a good description of what a knee is, so I can't really say for sure whether or not I have shiny knees.
You've got shiny knees, okay.
I mean, look at my avatar. Do you think Kirby has knees?
I feel like he's shiny.
Yeah. I mean, I'd give you that.
If Kirby has knees, they're definitely shiny, okay? That's what I'm saying. I suppose that's pretty much all I've got. How you doing, Shrambles?
Oh, I mean, things could be better. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, no. Is it because of tech issues?
No. I mean, tech issues are always going to be there, so I come and go with that as it pleases. But some sad things, the improv theater in my area is shutting down.
No!
So that is kind of a sad thing that is happening.
First you have shiny knees, and now the improv theater shuts down. I'm so sorry.
So I'm using that kind of energy to give myself something positive for today. I wanted to make today special. And so I decided that today is Macintosh Day.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is lifting my spirits.
And if anybody remembers what Macintosh Day means, it means that we have a Macintosh game today. And not just any good old Macintosh game, but I believe a solo devved game that I don't think this person likes. And that game is Billy Goes Bowling for the Macintosh.
Look at this. Well, we are going to have a glorious time bowling with Billy. Will the players enjoy it quite as much? I don't know, but they're going to have a full hour to decide if Billy is a decent bowler or not. I do need to work on getting stuff captured because I think aspect ratios are special when it comes to this game, and I can deal with that.
Yeah, this game specifically, some games launch in full screen on Macintosh. This one launches in what I couldn't tell you what the aspect ratio is specifically, but it is even smaller on the Macintosh screen. So they are emulating a Macintosh, which is now even smaller. It's a lot of fun, interesting things, but I will say that this game isn't worth it.
Oh, perfect! That's what I love to hear in Kusogrand8. Everybody, this game's not worth it. You should all abandon hope, just like the players are going to abandon hope. Well, luckily, we've got 4 fantastic players here. Jacqueline, Loco Klaus, Meekensbox, and Netman Matt. These 4 players will be trying to make as much progress as they can over the course of the hour. How do you make progress in bowling? Well, we'll find out.
Yes, it is not actually a bowling game, unfortunately. It is a straight-up platformer. So we will see how bowling comes into play with that.
So the game lied. That's what you're telling me.
Well, no, he goes bowling. You'll see why he goes bowling. It makes perfect sense why.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited to find out. And yeah, I am sorry to hear about the improv theater shutting down. That is rough. I do know that it happens sometimes with creative groups, and honestly, most things, most good things will come to an end at some point. It's still unfortunate.
Yeah, they've been running the theater for about 10 years. They just moved to a new building, and just the mix of just financial problems and just not getting enough people to come to the theater anymore. It's just a big old mix of things that caused the whole sadness.
Yeah. There is a question from Meekin there in the match chat, by the way, if you can go and check that out.
Yes.
Yeah. With that said, I've had to deal with theaters shutting down while doing improv. Oh my gosh, the number of venues that apparently we got to shut down while we were doing improv. Oh, my. Yeah. I think we were doing improv at a club and somehow caused the whole club to shut down. Okay, fine. I'll reset the timer for you, chat.
Improv is a virus that just causes things to shut down. If a loved one or someone who you care about has improv in their lives, do check in on them.
Yes, especially if they go into any building. Okay? You need to keep your improvisers out of anything other than a house. You can't shut a house down. We're not doing business here. I'm doing business here, and I'm an improviser. Oh, no. My house is getting shut down.
That's what improv will do to you.
It's true. But yeah, I know some of the pain there. One of the venues that we had worked with for a long time, and that they were a huge pain to deal with because they actually made us compete with another group in order to see who was more popular. Yeah, and basically they're like, we'll only have spot for one of you, so you better prove yourselves better. We did win, but that was evil, and I'm sort of glad they shut down.
Yes, the completely objective art of improvisation.
Yeah, because that's how it works. Well, they weren't getting anybody else to put shows on there, so sorry. Okay, so I think that everybody is ready. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. So what would be good emotes to spam? Obviously, bowling.
Anything bowling related, maybe just any kind of enemies. You'll understand, any kind of, if you have little grunt enemies, just Goombas, just anything that would be considered just a route enemy. Put them on the board.
Goombaya. Goombaya. Are there any sounds in this game?
So this game does not have audio that we could get working.
Perfect.
So this is a wonderfully silently bowling experience. So it is just a basic platformer, and Macan has just trapped themselves. They have to restart the level to get out of that hole.
Well, don't get stuck in the hole. Okay, rule number 1, Kusogrand8, don't get stuck in the hole. I've got various rules. I'm going to make sure that you can see the score / bar at the top of the screen.
So the bar at the top is their HP. There is only one life. If you run out of HP, you're gone. If you fall off of the edge of the world in the game, you lose a chunk of your HP and are put back at the map.
Okay.
And if you run out of HP, as I said, it's game over. You got to start from the beginning. And falls through. Something to be very important about the controls for this game.
Sure.
It's not just hold right, you go right. And then you stop holding right, you stop going right. You push right, you will go right until you push the stop button.
Oh, it's one of those games. I don't like that. It's like King's Quest controls. Like OG King's Quest, you know? But this isn't an adventure game. I guess it's kind of an adventure game. You got a bowling ball.
It's a basic platformer, and then you push a button to launch your bowling ball, and then it comes down from the heavens to get back to you. And it does have a hitbox while it's falling down to you.
Okay.
So if our players do notice that, they should be able to get some enemies from above them. And the enemies also just spawn randomly. As you can see.
Wow, Meekin's just getting destroyed by those enemies.
And there is the grave of Meekins. But Meekin's got a high score.
Yay, high score! Everybody...
Yeah. I don't see our players. Meekins was asking, like, if I beat the game, is that going to be good? Because we are going by how many levels they complete. I said, yeah, if you manage to beat the game, you win. But with how this is going, I don't see that happening.
Oh, we're 2 minutes in. I'm sure it'll be fine. Totally fine. No. I mean...
I usually, like, as like my GM philosophy, I try to make sure I play a game as fully as possible before I give them out, because if I'm going to suffer, I need to suffer as much as they do. I couldn't get past like 3 or 4 levels in this game.
Yeah.
And I just decided, you know what? This is bad enough.
You know, this is pretty rough so far, but at the same time, it's kind of endearing. I played a lot of games with terrible graphics back when I was young, and like old MS Paint or like this feels like a ski-free platformer.
Yeah, I honestly think the graphics are charming. I think they're really wonderful, and I honestly think the mechanic of the ball coming down to you, you have like essentially just a horizontal attack. I don't think that's bad. I think it's interesting to see how that plays out.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Just everything coming together with just how the controls are, just the randomly spawning enemies, the fact that there's only one life, and there is no way to get other lives. That is your only life.
Well, yeah, same for most humans, you know? Oh my gosh. Jacqueline, the alien was getting you. Yeah, you gotta fall in the hole and then do a little bowl.
And then most levels are structured this way, where you need to collect a key. Okay, so Jacqueline has collected the bonus icon. If you collect a totem, a bonus level will appear on the world map.
Ooh.
And I did say that bonus levels do count towards level completions.
So we are doing based off of how many people or how many levels are completed, and if it's tied, how many keys collected from that level. I'm actually going to go ahead and update our visual so that we can see the current progress. With that said, let's first shout out the referees who are helping out for this match. First off, the winner, oh my gosh. Winner of a previous match earlier today, blah, 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 blah. Mendez goes reffing. Heck yeah, Mendez, great job. Redford has managed 2 orbs today. That's a lot of orbs to manage. We've also got Dragus, can't find the pins. Bees Louise wants to know who's dropping all these bowling balls. And finally, Not Electa, I know that you're not able to think of funny names today, and that is fine. You don't have to be funny. Sometimes Kuso is serious.
And sometimes just being just blatant as just that is funny. Anti-humor is humor.
Yeah. You ever see a chicken? That's humor. That's anti-humor.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree.
Yeah, chickens are funny looking. They're weird. That's what... So apparently Jacqueline found the soft lock. I did see that one of the players had found, I believe it was Meekins who found a soft lock before. I have a feeling that may be a common trend happening here.
So you're technically not soft locked. You can hit escape to go back to the main menu, but it does cost HP to do that.
Okay. Yeah, it's totally not a soft lock, everybody. Don't worry about it.
It's not a real soft lock.
Yeah, it's just one of those fake soft locks.
Yeah, it's one that it just punishes you for doing it wrong.
Yeah. The technical explanation for soft locks is generally that you get the state into a point where there is literally no way to progress except by resetting the console itself. And in the case of this game, you don't technically need to resetting the game completely. You can escape the level. It sort of is a soft lock, but it's a very soft lock is what I'd say.
Yeah, but we're not into 10 minutes into this match. Everybody's almost completed one level.
Yep.
Just give me a second.
And here we go. I have the current tracker up so that you all can see. It will probably try to reset position in just about 10 minutes. So when it does, hopefully I notice, and if not, I'm sure chat will notice. They notice a lot of stuff. Bam, bam, bam. Oh my gosh. Shrambles, I want to get back into doing improv a little bit, but at the same time, the local group only uses Facebook.
Yeah, that was kind of the issue. That was kind of the issue with the scene here, and then they switched to Discord for a bit, and then it went to Slack, and I'll be honest, I don't like any of those platforms.
I'm fine with Discord. Or like text me. I don't want to go on Facebook in order to find out what we're doing for improv. Like, do I like performing improv more than I hate Facebook? I don't know. It's very difficult to say.
It's a hard line to figure out.
Yeah, I do love, by the way, you can tell that it's very much one of those, they're locked into walking in a direction until they either change the direction or hit the stop button, as you were saying. If you press right and go right, can you press right again to stop?
No.
Okay, so it's worse than King's Quest.
Yeah, so you have a dedicated stop button for stopping your movement.
That's so bad! Why would you do that?
And like, there is an option in the menu to hold and release. It is an option. I just told them no.
Oh, it's you, Shrambles.
No, see, the default control settings is this. And I wanted them to experience the default version of this game. It's only fair. The dev intended for this to be like this.
Where's Jacqueline?
I believe she went into one of the castles. So
they're ghosts. They're scary.
So you can collect ghosts. Ghosts are a consumable that you can have, which will help basically destroy other enemies on the screen.
Also, I really appreciate that chat pointed out that the first level they went to was named level 2.
Yeah, they need to go up for level 1 and down for level 2. So the game is essentially broken up into like 4 different worlds, but with how the map is structured, you don't really know which direction is the correct one.
To be fair, that's sort of like Super Mario World-ish. I mean, most people play level 2 before level 1, gotta be honest.
Yeah, so it's structured so I think there's 4 worlds with like 5 or 6 levels in each world.
Megan's freed the dog! Uh-oh. Is the dog bad?
No, the dog is actually a reference to another game that this creator has made called Scruffy, which I think is a little too good for Kusogrand8, but maybe it'll make an appearance.
You never know.
It has the same control scheme.
I mean, we've had good games on this tournament per some people. I'm more interested in the obscure and weird. Bad is a very nice touch as well, you know, but we embrace all forms of Kusoge around this world, you know.
And I think I did see a question in chat earlier, like, is there a way to regain life? And there is. So there are 4 bosses in this game, and the only way to get health back is to defeat one of those bosses.
By defeating a boss, that's the only way to heal?
So you defeat the boss and complete the level, and you get your HP back. It's the only way.
This sounds like a totally fair and well-balanced video game.
Speaking of fair and well-balanced, Rosenja, do you want to hear the lore of this game, the story?
I certainly do.
All right, so here is the story. You are Billy Brinklequest, recently on semester break from Bolum U. When you returned to your hometown, you found out that your old high school gym teacher's grudge against you has turned nasty.
Oh,
He
no!
always hated you and never thought you'd make anything of your life.
Ah!
Except that you proved him wrong when you received that bowling scholarship. While you were gone, he changed all the quaint forest creatures into tenacious, annoying little drones and created a group of larger boss monsters, turning himself into one in the process. Now your ex-gym teacher calls himself Crackly, and your town has turned into a medieval forest.
Oh no!
You, as Billy...
Is that bad?
Maybe. You, as Billy, has always rocked the system, i.e., you're a greaser. And now you have a weapon to bring Crackly down. A mystic bowling ball that floats above your head. And, just to make things interesting, and sexist, Crackly has also kidnapped your girlfriend.
Not again!
Note that "and sexist" is in parentheses.
Are you serious? They included that?
Yes.
I thought that was your aside.
No, everything in that was 100% what is the lore.
Well, that is certainly a description there. Oh my gosh! At least this dev is self-aware. Okay.
No, this game is like the person who made this is very charming in what they've tried to do. I mean, this is early Mac. This is 1993. So just like there's not, again, a lot of tools to create games, and a solo dev maker making this game and a bunch of others for Mac, which didn't really have that many games to its name. I think like if I had this as a kid, I'd probably super enjoy it, even if it is as frustrating as it is to play.
Oh yeah. Like this, I would play this. I've played worse on Mac. I didn't even have a Mac, but my uncle did, and whenever we visited, it was more entertaining to play on their computer than anything else. Maybe that's rude, but yeah, some of the games that I played on their computer, genuinely, I'm interested in rediscovering because they were kind of fun. I'm pretty sure some of them were very bad, but like at least interesting and different. And what you had on Mac was very much not what you had on Windows computers.
Yeah, it's very fun and interesting to see like the landscape and the different types of games that came out, and just kind of rediscovering a lot of Mac games. And this, I was like, oh, this is brutal, but silly.
Oh yeah, like this does seem pretty hard. What happens when you die?
You just die? I don't know.
Like, do you lose any stage progress, or do you just
so if you die, like if you run out of HP, you die, you have to start the whole game back from the beginning. But if you just fall off the level or just escape back to the main menu, all you do is just lose a bit of HP and can start the level over again.
Okay.
But yeah, death has big consequences.
So,
one life.
Do not die.
Yes. Yeah, and I think our players have restarted multiple times, just kind of getting the layout of how this game plays.
Oh yeah, I think Meekins just restarted right there, or at least quit out to the menu. Yeah, a little damage, better than death. This Amiga, or this Ultima 6 soundtrack is so fitting. Like, I feel like this should be the music of Billy Goes Bowling.
I mean, there is music and sounds to this game, but just the version of the game I have, and just how we have our Mac set up, it just doesn't seem to work, unfortunately.
That's fair. Maybe one day we can have genuine Mac music. Today is not that day. We just get bowling instead. Bowling's better than music anyway. You wouldn't have music if not for bowling. That's right. Music was created for bowling.
Precursor to... I mean, I actually do know a little bit about the history of bowling.
I thought you were going to say the history of music.
Yeah, the history of music.
I don't know anything about the history of bowling other than some people wanted to throw a ball at some pins, and then Fred had to paint the wall, and I don't know. It's complicated.
So it actually has Egyptian origins.
What?
Yes, bowling was originally, at least in its basic form, came from Egypt.
Okay. I mean, what else are you going to do in ancient Egypt? I'd be bored.
You either build pyramids or go bowling.
Yeah, I don't want to haul around giant rocks. I'm going bowling. Come on, bowling time. I'm pretty sure some of these enemies are just cacodemons that are recolored from Doom.
I mean, they might be. They only have 2 frames of animation, which I think is fun.
I like it too. You know, who needs more frames? See, this is what I'm talking about, everybody. When you make... This is the developer's first game, okay? From what I could see, at least what they said on a Reddit post somewhere, and then linked to a website that's now dead, but they said this is the first game that they made, and I think that this is pretty amazing. And
Wait,
you're allowed to make some... What?
Do they think this is the first game they made?
That's what they said.
I don't think that's true.
It might be lying.
Because they reference other games they make in this game. I can't believe the internet just lied to you.
It's the first game for my new engine. Oh, for their new engine. It was their first game for a new engine that they made. Okay. And yeah,
Meekins
they said, I'm going to start creating retro-type games at my website. So this is their first new game on the new engine that they made in order to make retro-style Mac games. This was about 6 years ago from what I can see.
Yeah, I think Meekins is actually fighting a boss right now.
Yes! Now we've got Putt-Putt Travels Through Time.
Actually, no, I think this is actually a bonus stage, because I think Meekins clicked one of the orange levels. All the bosses are at those little towers.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, definitely want to go to a tower soon to refill your health.
Yeah, and so the way you actually beat the game is you need to beat each boss, which then spawns the final boss.
I love it.
So, you know, basic video game literacy, you know. Got to beat all of the gremlins before you can fight the big honcho.
It's true. But yeah, I'm not too surprised that there are people in this day and age making games for Mac. It's really cool to see people doing that. Not only that, but like really trying to capture, because you could have fooled me. I would have thought this was legit made back for early Mac, but no, it was made 6 years ago.
No, this was made in 1993.
Why are they lying? Why is this person lying? Because 6 years ago on Reddit, they said, I've created a number of games over the years, but I'm going to start creating retro-type games at my website, and this is the first. It's free and browser-based, but requires an up-to-date modern browser.
Well, this is not a browser-based game.
Oh, that is a new... Oh, they were making a new Billy Goes Bowling.
Oh.
That's why I'm so confused. Okay. There's more than one Billy Goes Bowling. And yeah, that one, like, look at this. It has a gradient. Okay? You can tell it's different because of the gradient. Yeah, sorry. It took me super long to figure that one out.
Okay, so maybe it's not lying information, but just misinformation, which is almost the same thing.
Yeah. See, this is the new Billy Goes Bowling. He still has the bowling ball over his head, though.
But now he carries the weight of an adventure.
An entire adventure. Well, there you go. Apparently somebody decided to basically take the original game, make a new game, call it exactly the same thing, and then make it inaccessible because that website lasted for maybe a few days. As far
maybe they
as
got
I can
cease
tell.
and desisted by, like...
Billy?
Actual Billy, yeah.
Billy gives a call, ring, ring, ring. Hey, take my game down or I'm going to throw a bowling ball in your face.
Billy goes to court.
Billy goes to court, brings a bowling ball as well. Judge rules against him. He throws the bowling ball. Bam!
I mean, there was that Comedy Central show that was like, instead of going to small claims court, you could bowl between your opponent to see who actually wins the court case.
What?
Oh, you're not aware of... It was called Let's Bowl. It was a Comedy Central show. It actually took place at a bowling alley in Minneapolis.
Oh my gosh.
Which has been renamed, but it still exists.
Okay.
But yeah, like, you would, instead of, like, going to small claims court, you would just win a bowling match against your opponent. It was wild.
I'm a fan of, like, if you've got a stupid little thing that you need to resolve, why not go on a silly show and do it? You know, you'll all get paid, and then you'll have your issue resolved. Right? At least I would do that. It's like, Shramble stole my burger. We're gonna go on TV now. I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and there is some, like, inventiveness stuff. So, like, as we can see in Loco Laos, how do I pronounce that?
I say Loco Klaus.
Loco Klaus. So they're on a bonus level where all of, like, little gifts that you can get are actually standable platforms. So it's just making sure you don't collect them. You can just walk on them to complete the level. But I think it's an interesting use of your collision. Or this person couldn't figure out how to make an object that you couldn't walk through. But, like, you take your resources for what you got.
Okay. By the way, I'm looking at the guy who made this game, and I'm trying to figure out who, like, exactly what he did. Oh no! You know the new Billy Goes Bowling that I found,
Yes.
I think it was made by the same guy.
Oh,
What
he's
the
into
freaking crap?
himself.
His name is Brian Barnes, okay? Brian Barnes. His website is Clink Software, and the website that I went to for the new Billy Goes Bowling was Clink Software, okay? It appears that this Brian Barnes also made an open source 3D engine known as Dim 3, if I'm not mistaken. It was chosen as a staff pick for OS X development software by Apple, featured as one of their hot game building tools. This guy may have made an engine for cool stuff.
I mean, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yep, it's the same freaking website. Is this guy real? What else did he work on? Brian Barnes, are you a real person? Okay, apparently he may have been one of the designers for several of the Call of Duty games. Alice Madness Returns? What the frick?
I mean, this is the lore that I'm looking for.
I need to find out if this is the same guy, though. I don't know.
This is potentially a prequel to the Call of Duty series.
Why does he have a entry on the Simpsons wiki? He served as a core tester for the Simpsons game? Which Simpsons game? Oh, the Simpsons game. My apology. Okay. Yeah, with that said, I don't know if it's the same Brian Barnes who worked. No, it is. It is, because why would there be two Brian Barnes making two different Billy Goes Bowling games that are named exactly the same and have a freaking guy with a bowling ball over his head? It has to be the same Brian Barnes.
I mean, you don't have a spare copy of your own game that you're making called Billy Goes Bowling?
My name's not
I have
Brian
my
Barnes.
spare
It's
copy
just
right here.
Brian Cook. Okay? I'd have to go play basketball if I were to go and, like, try to copy my doppelganger. Yeah, so as far as I can tell, the guy who did this is still, or was, active in 2023, working on video games and working with AAA studios, and appears to actually be pretty legit. And was also working on a remake of this game 6 years ago that did not look significant. It looked better, okay? But it also looked like Billy Goes Bowling, and I love it.
Oh yeah, that gradient. There's actual backgrounds. There's bomb platforms.
What
I mean,
do
there's
those
mechanics.
mean?
I assume, like, you hit that with the bowling ball, it explodes.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Do not hit explosive with bowling balls, okay? Rule number 1. Rule number 2, I need to fix the tracker on screen because it broke. Okay. This is just life. All I need to do is, like, scroll 3 times and then we're back in this. Bam. It'll do it
we're
again.
halfway through the match. It looks like Meekins has taken... There, yeah, that is a boss.
Oh my gosh, everybody, we've got a boss that is very, very hard to fight, as you can tell.
So, the manual in the game actually does describe how to fight certain bosses.
Oh, really?
So it does say that, so the boss monsters. On the boss monster levels, you must defeat the boss monsters before you can exit the door. And of course, you must also have the key. The boss monsters don't necessarily appear at the end of the maze. They're just running around, so be careful. Every time you defeat a boss monster, successfully, that's get your life back.
Oh, it's a puzzle boss.
Yeah, so almost all of the bosses are immune to your bowling ball. Yeah, so yeah, by the way, all but one of the boss monsters is immune to your bowling ball. You must trick them into dying.
You must trick them into dying. I love it. Oh, you got me. I guess I'm dead. Okay,
yeah,
boss monster, you're
Meekins
gonna
has
fall.
figured out that.
Yeah, he gotta die though. He gotta die.
I think Meekins actually has to watch him die.
Yeah. Look,
Like the cold murderer that Meekins is.
watch him die. Look, he's almost fallen. He's almost fallen. Oh, there he goes. He's falling. Okay, he's wiggling a little bit. He's very confused. It's fine if you just keep following that platform. Oh, he's dead. Meekins is in the door. Is that a heal?
That, I think, yes. I don't know how much Meekins had before, but probably has more now.
Well, that's cool. Meekins is in the lead. Now, honestly, you want to know what the stakes are for this match. It's very high stakes. Right now, the players have 24 or 25 points, which means that whoever comes in last will be eliminated. Right now, Loco Klaus is struggling the most, but things can definitely change. Meekins is very much showing their expertise.
Yeah, Meekins has always been a strong player.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not surprising that Meekins is in the lead.
I completely agree with that.
But it is very close between our other three players. Jacqueline and Gosh, don't make me pronounce names. Netmun Matt. Both have 5 levels complete, and Loco Klaus has 4. So between the 3 of them, those positions could easily shift and change for the next 30 minutes. And as you said, it's
tons of time.
25-24 point match. So that second and third place are very important spots to be in.
I'm just enjoying the Lester the Unlikely music, which is appropriate for this game. I feel like Billy was unlikely. Meekins, I think you need to collect the box underneath the blue. Yep. Collect the box or jump to your doom. It's
did Meekins
or soft lock. Meekins, I mean, you're not dead, right? Meekins?
Yeah, you can still hit escape to get back to the menu, but somehow clipped themselves inside those boxes.
I like this game. Whee!
Oh, Jacqueline. She accidentally collected those boxes when she was trying to jump on top of them.
Rude.
I don't know if they respawn. You might have to start this level over again.
I mean, what?
Oh, there's invisible platforms.
There's invisible platforms? Of course there are. Why would
completely
Billy...
forgot about those. There are invisible platforms in this game.
What the frick? Okay, Brian Barnes, you're a mad genius. Thank you for making this not 6 years ago, but in the 90s. Because I am getting so much joy.
I bet new Billy Goes Bowling is just as good.
We might be able to recover it because the website is down, but I think I can download it. Actually, let me do it right now, just for the sake of video game preservation. Let me see if I can go ahead and do this, because as far as I can tell, it's not saved anywhere. And because of that, I want to preserve a video game right now. Hey, everybody, I am doing what everybody should do. Preserve video games that could be lost to time.
Billy will thank you for this.
Yeah, you're welcome, freaking Billy.
See, was there any other fun things in this, like, game instructions? I mean, there are. Like, the whole thing is just... Like, the whole instruction manual is just filled with Brian's commentary on the actual, like, instructions. So, like, the game has so many, like, parentheticals that are just like, hey, I get it, right?
Right.
Like, you can change the speed of play. Parentheses. It's set to the correct speed. The quit button quits. Snores. Like it harkens back to those old instruction manuals that were just not just blatant information, but had like the charm of like a character like telling you the instructions.
Yeah.
Which now we don't really get those instruction manuals anymore.
It's true. What the crap? I want my instruction manuals.
Like the old days where you'd get like a 40, 50-page booklet. Oh, I think... Yeah, Jacqueline. Like, this is secretly a puzzle game.
Or maybe not so secret.
It's publicly a puzzle game.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some digging in order to find a copy of this secret Billy Goes Bowling game because, yeah, it's gonna be a little hard. That's okay. That's okay. The guy may have a Twitter account, so Scruffy 3D. Do you know Scruffy? You know Scruffy 1 and 2, but did you know there was Scruffy 3D?
I didn't know there was a Scruffy 3D. I didn't know about the first two.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to contact this creator because as far as it looks like, most of the website is down, and I might be able to dig through it like the Wayback Machine, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if the Wayback Machine was like specifically pining that website. I don't actually know how that works. Is there just one guy just deciding, I gotta save this website?
I'm not completely sure. I'm not 100% sure how it works. But I did go to this the Twitter account that was linked to, and it's some sort of comedy theater. What the crap? Everything circles back on itself, Shrambles. Okay, so I don't believe the Twitter account is his anymore, and now it's just weird comedy theater that I don't understand. They have like the creepiest Christmas cards. That's all they have. They just have creepy Christmas cards on their account. Like, what is this? I'm sharing it with y'all, okay?
Yeah.
Somebody took over a genuine video game developer's account and started posting crap like this. These are like Eggmen who are feasting.
It really helps that I see the Amiga Music Crystal Hammer key stereo underneath that.
I mean, all it says at the bottom is, "Here we are again, a Merry Christmas to you." Which, why would you say, "Here we are again"? That's creepy. Oh, 1,000 bonus points to Netman Matt. Good job.
Yeah, so, some of the levels are just little bonus levels. Those are all the orange ones, which... if I were the players, realizing that that technically counts as a stage, I would try to beeline towards some of those orange levels, since they're not going to be very long or hard to complete.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, Meekins probably has the win already. It's going to be difficult for other people to pass Meekins. Not impossible, though. With that said, the second, third, and fourth are still up for grabs, and those are very important because the person in last will be out of Kusogrand8. Yeah, because of the nightmare controls that you gave them.
They're the default controls. I don't like messing with creator intent. If the creator had this as the default, I think that's what the player should play as.
The creator doesn't even have their website up anymore. Like, I don't know what...
the default of his website was doesn't exist. So he just went back to what the default of the website was.
Oh no, you're right. Oh, Meekins, you were right that there was a secret block under the water, but that is death. JK, not death. It is a slight health drain.
Yeah, and our players, they're. I hope that they have their own soundtracks playing. I know that Loco Klaus was trying to find the perfect bowling soundtrack to play while playing the game.
I mean, honestly, I think I would probably enjoy the silence for a while.
But for a full hour?
I've done 13-hour car drives in silence. Yes, like a full hour of playing this game is fine.
We just like no music, no podcast.
I'm broken.
Just silence.
Shrambles, I want you to remember that I'm autistic.
That's not an excuse.
I think it is an excuse. Because I know normal people don't do that.
I mean, like, I'd be genuinely impressed to go that long.
It gives me time to think.
The last thing I want to do is think when I'm driving, though I know I need to.
No, I don't want to think about driving. Just like think of stories and stuff, you know? There's something called creativity. I like to do that when I'm driving.
Yes, creativity is a very important skill when driving.
It is for me. Come on, it takes my mind off of driving.
So, like, I'm looking at Meekin's strategy, and Meekin's is now going back to, like, one of these earlier levels that could have done right at the start. And so, Meekin's has got this win in the bag at this point. Like, 15 minutes left to go, has basically twice as many completions, not twice, but almost twice as many as the person in second.
Yeah, that's so impressive. Like, I'm not sure if Meekins has necessarily clicked with this game, but certainly more than other players. Like, the control scheme that you gave is evil, though. Meekins being such a strong veteran player, I'm not too surprised that they've managed to, like, excel with this stupid control scheme that you have. I'm sorry, that the creator made. But Meekins has.
I'm just the messenger here, Brasensha. I bring the gifts to the world, and whether or not they want to accept them for as they are, that's
right.
On them.
Shrambles is the Kuso clause. Just showing up on Kuso Day, being like, here, you've all been little good Kuso boys and girls. Here's your video game today.
I don't say ho, ho, ho. I say...
oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, it's coming close now, because Loco Klaus, who was in fourth for most of this match, has now taken third.
Ah, yeah. Very good, Loco Klaus, moving out of the bottom. Well, I mean, that's one way to put it. Jacqueline, unfortunately, is in last and is currently the one most likely to be eliminated from Kusogrand8. Will it happen? Will Jacqueline be able to make some progress? Hopefully. She's always been a strong... Well, all of these players are fantastic. This is round 4 of Kusogrand8. We're dealing with people who have shown that they are good players, you know. And when you have good players against good players, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, just
somebody's got to go.
Yeah, all of them have won at least one match, maybe two. so they're all strong competitors.
All of them have been around for quite a while in the Kusogrand8 community as well. Like, I know that I've seen all of them play several times before. I've talked to all of these players as well. So yeah, I know that they have done well in Kusogrand8. When you have all 4 of these fantastic players, who do you bet on? I don't know. Well, you bet on Meekins.
Yeah, Meekins, who is at the bully boss.
Oh, look at this guy. What a nerd.
How do you trick him into dying?
Honestly, it doesn't seem too hard to trick the bully boss into dying.
No, he's one of the easiest bosses in the game.
I think you get rid of these blocks right here. Hey, bully boss. Hey, bully boss. Uh-oh. Meekins, no, you got greedy. Bully boss takes another one down. Game over.
Oh, it's a game over.
That
the bully
is such
wins.
a huge loss. It was, yeah, I'm glad that Meekins is going down to face that bully boss, but unfortunately I don't think there's time for Meekins to get back to their current best. But still.
Well, it doesn't have to be done in a single playthrough.
Oh, it doesn't?
I have made that clear.
Oh, you're
I'm
nice.
making it clear again. Yeah, there's some niceties that I give.
Yeah, now chat, mind you, sometimes I act like I didn't hear what Tramble said before, but I'm doing that for your benefit, not mine, okay? I just want you to remember that I totally heard what Trambles had said before and was not doing something else.
Look, I have been known to do bits when I should have been listening. Because bits are just as important as the thing I'm supposed to be hearing.
I mean, there's also the advantage that if I miss something and I bring it back up and you say it again, you know, people who show up halfway through the match now know. Yay, it's good to be clueless sometimes.
Yeah, it's for them. It's for the people joining
it's
midway
for
through.
You.
Speaking of, if you just joined, put your favorite emote in the chat if you just joined. And if you're watching on YouTube, comment the word lasagna. To let us know that you joined halfway through the YouTube video.
Halfway through, they just fast forwarded. They're like, yeah, we don't care. We're just going to watch this part. Okay, Twitch chat, commenting lasagna is not correct. That's not Trambles. Chat is doing
lasagna
the thing again.
is my favorite emote, by the way.
They're not even using a lasagna emote. They're just typing the word lasagna.
I mean, I'm not upset with this.
Chat, how do you feel about lasagna? I like lasagna.
Oh, I love lasagna. I would eat so much lasagna right now.
Chat, keep commenting lasagna, even if it's just to bother bro.
I'm so hungry.
So, like, as a kid, I was not a big fan of, like, lasagna sauce. So, like, my mom would specifically make just giant sheets of lasagna pasta just for me to eat plain.
I never had lasagna until I was an adult.
I should make lasagna this week. That just sounds delicious.
Yeah, good to see you, Corn Dan. Thank you for Super Monkey Ball, whatever the crap. Engage.
That game was terrible.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That game was terrible, and they're better at it than I ever will be.
Uh-oh, Meekins gotta throw the ball to the left. You gotta get the bully to die.
Yeah, the bully's gonna bounce off of those 2 blocks.
Yeah, he's gonna come back and bounce. Oh, don't worry, he'll be back. He'll be back to die. Just wait, the bully will die.
Yeah, bullies don't have a good sense of gravity. They will just walk off cliffs like a green Koopa.
Whee! So good. Oh.
Now I have to go finish up my dinner. I'm not having lasagna. I'm having a calzone.
Oh, that's like lasagna, but just stacked on top of each other.
No, it's like pizza folded in half.
Pizza sandwich.
It's like ravioli, but like dissected.
It's too thick for ravioli. Ravioli has to be. It's
pizza ravioli.
Pizzioli. Okay, Netman, the boss will fall. Don't worry, soon. It's just that the cycles aren't the best.
Yeah,
but the boss will fall.
It takes time.
Here we go. There we go.
Oh, but
boss
but
fallen.
took some damage.
Oh, there we go. Boss is dead. Yes. Oh, you even saw the screen shake. See, that's a nice visual indication that the boss is dead. That's probably
Jacqueline died on the bonus stage. No.
You can die on the bonus stage?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thumbs down. Don't like that anymore.
I mean, you don't have to go into the bonus stages. They're not required to beat the game.
Yeah, the bonus is there for being a fantastic greaser bowler.
Yes. This is exactly the same outfit I wore when I was in a bowling league.
You know, this entire time I thought he was wearing a helmet.
The Fonz would wear this. And that's all you need to know about it.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody loves the Fonz.
Yeah, that's not a helmet. Okay. That's his face.
That's his face. It's a natural helmet.
I mean, honestly, he looks
hair
like a hard
is
man.
just a helmet for the head.
Yeah, it depends on how much, like, gel you put in it. Sure.
Well, look, we're just, beings in a meat mech, in a bone mech. And we just have to offer up the protection the best we can get. Sometimes it's hair, because that's all we can do.
Sounds good to me.
And you know what?
Yeah.
If you can't grow it yourself, store-bought is fine.
Oh my gosh, you can buy a helmet. I've
I
learned.
thought we're talking about hair still. I mean, I don't know if a store bought...
I was talking about hair still. Like, people do it all the time.
Toupee.
Touche. Touchy.
No, toupee.
Oh.
I don't want a toupee.
Touche toupee. By the way, let me move the tracker over Shramble's face real quick, because these are the orders. Meekins in first, Netman Matt in second, Local Klaus in third, and Jacqueline in fourth. Will places change before the end? It's possible. Thank you, Corn Dan, for the making me hungry.
Again, if you're hungry, in chat, post your favorite pasta
Don't you
dish that
dare.
starts with L.
I mean, there are multiple.
Yeah, I want to see how creative our chat can be.
You could probably...
Spaghetti. Spaghetti is my favorite pasta dish that starts with L.
That doesn't even count, but I'm still hungry. My gosh. Yeah, see, there's linguine. Lazidi. Okay. Original. Oh, pasta al limon. That sounds so good. I love a little touch of citrus on just simple pasta. No,
Yeah,
I'm hungry. Stop.
But yeah, looking at our places, the two to watch right now are Jacqueline and Loco Klaus. Since Meekins has got the win for sure, and Netmon Matt basically locked in second at this point. But it is still a toss-up between Jacqueline and Loco Klaus. Jacqueline needs to take 2 levels at this point, and she could do that. These levels aren't very long.
Yeah. Like, the biggest thing, take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush. Yes, we are towards the end of the match, but the controls suck, and you don't have a timer as far as I can tell. And because of that, just go a little bit slower to make sure you can get to the end. Of course, you don't automatically scroll with moving platforms. Why would you?
No, of course not. I mean, the fact that you actually scroll at all in a Mac
Jacqueline,
game...
no!
It's rough. It's rough out there. But like most of the Mac games that I have found that are just kind of like solo devs making their own engine. They're usually just one screen. There's no scrolling, like kind of single arcadey style games.
Yeah.
The fact that you have screen scrolling in this game is really cool.
Honestly, yeah, that's really true for a lot of the games from the era. Like DOS, it was legit very difficult to make smooth scrolling. Take a look at Castlevania DOS, okay? That was actually like a studio kind of trying.
Oh, and I think it might be done now because Loco Klaus has managed to get another level in. And if Loco Klaus does finish this arcade level,
that counts.
Yes.
Was that a finish?
Oh no, that's a death. That is a
Game
death.
over. Oh, not counting. Okay, Jacqueline, just got to beat 2 levels and then get a key. Not an easy ask.
Yeah, less than
And that's
3
also
minutes.
like the question is, did Jacqueline already complete Airland 1? Because if so, this is redoing stuff in order to get to levels that she hasn't done. But
yeah, there was multiple paths to take. It's very possible if she hasn't, she could take that 3rd place away.
I don't like this level though. I got to be honest.
Yeah, with how you move, how the platforms move, with the scrolling, it's very challenging to line up everything. And yeah, I think Jacqueline's just resetting the level to try to get it completed.
Yeah, that's the right move. It's going to be a little bit too late to move into the victory or to move out of last place. But this is how you should be playing the end of the match. You know, trying to make just a little bit more progress. That little sliver of progress might matter. Doesn't in this case, but it could matter.
Yeah, I think go ahead.
Airland. Stupid name. I know that it's like the element Air, but it makes me think of Air Force One, but it's Airland 1.
Oh, but all of the levels are named something like that. I think one of the first levels was like boss level 1 time. Or it was easy boss level 1 time.
Oh yeah, Easy Land 2. Easy
is my favorite element.
Honestly, same. I keep hearing the same songs, YouTube. Stop it. I'm going to kick your butt, okay? I'm going to go ahead and make a butt that's shaped like YouTube, and I'm going to kick it.
Yeah, Meekins and Loco Klaus have thrown in the towel. We got 15 seconds left. Our places are locked in. Meekins is going to take the victory today with Netmon Matt taking 2nd, Loco Klaus taking 3rd, and unfortunately, Jacqueline is going to be eliminated.
Them's the rules, baby. That is it. We are at the hour, and the places are exactly as you said. Of course, Jack the Noob is showing up. Jacqueline, I like you repping. Good. We've got the power of anime on Netman's screen, Rip on Loco Klaus, and Meekins, the victor, with nothing. Is that sad? Maybe it's good. I don't know. Let me go ahead and ask if Meekin wants to come and chat. Oh my gosh. This was actually kind of an interesting game. Definitely a fantastic look into the history of Mac. I do not know too much about Mac video games because we were Windows. Oh my gosh, a hiccup in the middle of that. We were a Windows family. Yeah, we looked out windows all the time. It was great. There's outside. Hey, Meekin, how you doing?
Billy.
Hey, congratulations. You took the victory. You managed to complete 14 levels, as far as we can tell, as well as
Nice.
2 bosses. Yeah, you destroyed this. The next closest was 11 levels, and I don't think that... No, there was a boss kill in there. Okay. That's right. I remember Netman Mac getting them. But yeah, you definitely wrecked a lot of this game. You got through a decent amount, so great job there.
Cool.
Yeah.
This was a really good match to read the manual on.
Oh, really? What did the manual do to help?
The manual taught me about the wizard castle that healed you only once. It taught me that beating a boss restored health, because otherwise there weren't any ways of getting health back that I could figure out.
Nope.
Nope, those are the only two ways.
It made it sound like the arcade wasn't useful, so I never went there. I don't know if you're going to count that as a level completed or not. I didn't even think about that until like 5 minutes left.
I think we did count it because I just said any level, bonus level included, are counted as levels.
Sure. I didn't even think about that until later. It's like, oh, maybe I should have like at least poked my head in there. But the manual said it wasn't useful for anything, so I didn't even think about it. I think that weird devil boss I beat up, I think that was supposed to be what I do to unlock the lower right section. I didn't get a chance to test it though.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, the manual made it sound like that was correct.
Sure. That sounds right.
I mean, manuals have never lied before.
Never.
This one definitely states in a couple locations that it isn't lying, maybe.
Does it say maybe?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's pretty brilliant. I appreciate it, Manuel. Yeah, we also got to read some of the lore, which was fascinating and a little sexist.
A little bit.
I mean,
And
the manual
sexist.
even said that it was sexist, so that's just the reality there. Yeah, did you enjoy the game? Do you think that this is, like, an enjoyable game, or was it like, nah, let me play something else?
I didn't mind it that much at all. I think the one life system is a little brutal, but like being able, I know you're like always in motion until you tell yourself to stop, but when you told yourself to stop, you stopped. It was like super responsive, and I didn't mind that at all.
If you're going to have a system like that, yes, having an immediate stop definitely helps. Now,
Oh yeah.
I do need you to know that with this game, there is the option that you weren't allowed to use, obviously, but for normal controls, where you can actually control left and right. And I think that might make the game a little bit more playable.
Yeah, I mean, I got used to it. It wasn't too bad. I don't think that got me in too much trouble. It definitely did at the start. But later on, I got really used to just like, wherever I want to stop, I just press down. That was my stop key, was down.
Yeah, Netman Matt in chat is saying that it felt pretty playable, to be honest. And
Yeah.
that's really exciting when something like sounds like a nightmare to viewers that ends up being okay for players. That's great.
I mean, if you played it with like the normal controls, it'd probably feel more comfortable. But just with the way the default is set up, it's a little hard to adjust for some people who are used to just like moving with their controls.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Meekin, what are you doing these days? What are you up to? Anything that we should know about?
Well, I did fall down the UFO 50 hole.
Oh, who could have guessed?
Yeah, that game's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you've heard just as much.
I've played it. Yeah, it's good.
I think I'm like halfway through even trying the games, but it's been a super good time.
Yeah, definitely recommended. Anything else that you're participating in these days that we should know about?
Participating in, not in like the marathon stuff. I usually like do speed marathons and stuff, help out with them, but just the GDQ upcoming in a couple months, I suppose.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Tevi Randomizer because that came out for Multi-World recently, and it's been super fun.
Oh, cool. I don't know what that is.
It's a bunny game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I should have figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Meekin, the famed player of many bunny games. I love it. Yeah, Meekin has been around for ages, and it's just a lot of fun to talk to you. A lot of fun to see you whenever I'm at a GDQ. And speaking of that, again, submissions for AGDQ and tonight, submissions for the Hurricane Relief also end tonight. So go to that submissions.gamesdonequick.com in order to get your submissions in. Please do. I'm probably going to try to get something in for the next weekend as well, just as long as it's not during Kusogrand8. Well, cool. Thank you so much. Shrambles, anything else before we let you both go?
I mean, if you haven't played UFO 50 yet, you probably should. It's a great game.
It's great. It's like 50 cents a game.
It's
and
pretty
you'll get
good.
many hours out of it.
Yeah, as it turns out, every game better than every game on Action 52. Guaranteed.
I mean, but you're getting 2 less games.
Fewer.
Ooh.
But also, Action 52
I
by
said
default.
it the way I wanted to say
By
it.
default, you couldn't play Alfred and the Fedek, and some of the games, you might not be able to consider them games, I gotta be honest. I would say that UFO 50 has more games than Action 52. That's it. That's my controversial take. Hot take
Actual
of the day.
games.
Yeah. All right. Thank you both. I'll let you go. Take care, friends.
All right, see ya.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Rob Raven, Jacqueline, and I believe there was our Cranston Dolores Fred. Thank you for resubscribing. I very much appreciate it. And thank you for all those who are supporting. I definitely need it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a small little break to fill some water up. Go ahead and do that. We're running an ad. We will be right back with the last match of the weekend. Stay tuned.